All right. Welcome to another episode of the Up Your Confidence podcast. I'm your host, Lisette Zounon, and our podcast is a destination podcast for female listeners looking to build their self-esteem for maximize leadership and enhance their performance at work. Obviously, our goal is to equip, empower, elevate, and enhance your confidence of women all over the world. We inspire you to leverage your confidence as a key ingredient to reaching your God-given potential. So, in February, we are in our sixth, did I say sixth? Sixth season. Yes, sixth season. And I wish I had a noise maker, y'all, but we should be super, super, super proud of ourselves. This team, this listener, these podcasts, yes, the Up Your Confidence podcast was ranked. I need to like take a deep breath. Was ranked top 8 of 50, was ranked number 8 of top 50 podcasts in the category of self-esteem and confidence. I don't know where is the noise maker, but this is making black history, y'all. This is black history. Yes, yes. Let me tell you. Let me sit down properly and tell you. I am super excited. That was a great surprise. I mean, I think I'm going to do a whole episode on just the journey of this podcast being 5 years and reaching top 8. And I don't know who is 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. I actually asked my assistant to give me the list of the top 50 podcasts because I want to be on all of them. Just saying, just go visit all my fellow podcaster talking about this topic that I love, 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 and have been at it for the past, actually for the past 10 years, really. 2016 is the first time where I start talking about hashtag up your confidence. But hey, we're here now. So, but originally, I wanted to talk about uh, originally this month of February because I'm still in my social detox, right? So I was really hoping that I was going to come and talk about how to attract love in your life, how to find the best love, and give you guys tip and trick and drag some of you into like what you do, how you sabotage finding your own love. So tell me, Lisette, that's a good episode, but we're gonna bring it back because another thing that I've been seeing a lot was that on social media, and why am I like on a social media break? But I have to go on LinkedIn because I'm a professional, I'm an entrepreneur. I need to know what's going on in the AI space, in all kind of space. So I go on LinkedIn, and then it is insane the amount of bad news that I'm seeing. There's a name for it lately, but the thread of it, the thing that I'm seeing the most, and the thing that I saw that really broke my heart, and that started since last year actually. But the one that I really saw, it was like 2 or 3 messages I saw. One was like somebody got a job and then they went over another town. They relocate, and while they were on the tarmac coming down, they just resend the offer. Crazy. Second thing that I saw was a young guy. I would say young, has been working for like maybe 7 or 8 years, and this is the first time he has went through a layoff. So he's documented and telling us. And then people just posting like, I just lost my job. Literally last night I saw on my LinkedIn saying Estee Lauder. I'm not pinking on them. I don't buy this stuff. It's gonna lay off 7,000 people. So I was like, Lizette, you know about this topic. You can help the people. Let's talk about it. And this is a topic that I never tackled, but I'm such an expert in it. So today podcast, we're gonna talk about how to recession proof your career because it's crazy out there. It's crazy out there. And being somebody that have been in the tech space for 25 years, 20 years working, and every I have been laid off multiple times. If been in the tech space and you have not been laid off, you're not doing it right. I'm just saying. Just saying. You are not a troublemaker. You are just following the rule and keeping them happy. But I've been laid off multiple times. But the good news is every single time I've bounced back stronger, making over since you guys like number 40 to 80K more in my next role. And this is fact. So trust me, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm here to make sure you survive and thrive in this economy. We're all gonna thrive. So let's get real. This economy is looking shaky. Layoff are everywhere, and I see all over my LinkedIn feed. But here is the thing, the reality is if you are waiting for the shoe to drop, you're already behind. It's time to be proactive. Take control of your career today. And this is the aim of this podcast. You know, this is the aim of today's podcast. Another thing that I'm doing, newsflash, is I am doing a master class. This podcast is going to drop the middle of the February as usual. I hope you listen to it to get the few nuggets that I'm going to be able to drop in the next 30 to 45 minutes because I don't want to bore you too much. Then I will invite you to my master class happening March 1st, March 2nd, and March 3rd, where we're going to dive deep into each of these points, give you example, give you situation, give you story. Another thing that I'm doing, which is really game changer, I am giving you free 1 hour, 1 hour, true, Lisette, don't give 1 hour, 20-minute, free 20-minute call with me so you can, because in this situation you have a lot going on. There's the craziness happening, there's your internal, scarcity mindset happening, and then there's everybody else trying to tell you what to do. So you want to get on a call with me so I can listen to your situation, and then we can strategize together. Because what I'm saying is really from my perspective, but your perspective might be different. So those are the things that I'm already putting out there. So let's go. The number one thing you want to do in this shaky economy, and you want to start doing. If you know anything about me, you know that I'm a knowledge broker. I mean, every time I find something that is good and working for me, I cannot wait to share it. And that's the case with Black Girl Vitamin. I have been dealing with a lot of personal health since 2 months ago, and I'm lacking my vitamin D. My cholesterol is high. My sleep is not well. So some of my joints are hurting me, and just I need my skin to look beautiful. And I have been taking some pills here and there. Then I stumbled upon Black Vitamin after I came back from one of my women conference. Then I love it. I order my pack. Within a week, I could see the difference. I could see my energy. I could see the glow. So I really want to tell you, get into Black Vitamin. I'm getting my vitamin D from them. I'm getting my collagen from them. I'm getting my cholesterol from them. I'm getting my CMO from them for energy and to boost my immune system. I could not be any happier. And again, woman owned, Black brand. That's what we love on the Up Your Confidence podcast. So get into it. Use the link below here and get into Black Girl Vitamin. It's going to change your game. It's going to make you happy. It's going to make you glow. Thank you. And now, and why we're talking about it on this podcast is to build your unshakable confidence. This is the time more than ever in your life where you don't want to be small. You want to build your unshakable confidence. Your confidence is what's going to carry you through this tough time. Take care of your mind, body, and soul. That's what I'm going to tell you. We're going to dive deeper in the master class. If you burn out, you're not going to be able to make it. If you're already stressed, but you have anything, some of you are already stressed just by hearing the news. If the news come to you, you're gonna crash down. One of my favorite songs that I've been listening to since I'm not on social media is Whitney Houston's song, "Broken Down." I crashed down and I broke down. You're gonna crash down, and you don't want that. Get into a solid exercise routine. You know, get your physical and your emotional mind ready. Good hormone, good energy. Being positive, be a positive person in the workplace. Because I bet at your job right now, everybody is panicking. Because left and right, they're talking, we don't know what's going to happen. Be that light. Be the light around your coworker because you have an unshakable confidence. Stay engaged, stay positive. Don't mentally check out before they even lay off. You don't even know if they're gonna lay you off. But some of you already mentally check out. You're already gone. You're already gone. By the time they tap you in the shoulder, you're already gone. So stay in the game. Stay in the game. You don't know if they're gonna lay you off. You don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know what they're doing. Because let me tell you another thing. The story for me is I've been laid off and I also lay off people, so I know exactly how it works, right? So I've been on both sides. It's literally like the calm before the storm. So get your mind right now and don't so you don't lose it later. Because imagine if you're already losing your mind now. What's gonna happen when the actual shoe drops? So don't lose your mind before anything happens. That's what I'm gonna say. That is where I'm gonna stop for this. There's so much more we can get into, but this is where we're gonna say we're gonna give you so many tools of how you can build your confidence before and after and during and throughout the whole journey, because confidence is a muscle. We've been talking about this on the podcast for so many times, and I feel called. That's what I was telling one of my real that I was literally felt called that Lisette, you've been talking about confidence. This is now where people need to actually exercise their confidence. So let's go. The next thing is this is a time if you've never done it before or you were never paying attention to build your brain and build your network, you cannot be identified. Your identity cannot be tied up to just the company that you work for. Let's say you work at the, what is it, Target, which has been, in so much trouble lately for all the DEI stuff. And I don't know if you're gonna get into DEI in this podcast because I'm really watching the time because there's so much to share. But we're gonna talk about it in the masterclass because that's also gonna give you a little bit of confidence and clarity because this whole DEI is a hoax that they're trying to pull on us. We never benefited, and we always got our job by merit actually. All right, so make sure that your identity is not tied to a single company. Because guess what? When the company lets you go tomorrow, that's it. Some of you, like you work for what? Let's say you work for Google, you work for Meta, and all your family members like, where do you work? And you're like, yeah, I work for Meta, I work for Google. I've been there, and like your head is like popping, your mental state is like popping, your shoulder is like up. It's like your whole identity is wrapped into the name of this company, and you never met the CEO of the company. Yep, yep, yep. So disengage yourself, detangle yourself from your identity, create your personal brand outside of work. And there's various ways you can do that. You can speed our conference, you can attend industry event, you can engage in thought leadership. We're going to give you so much way you can do it. We're going to give you tactical way, practical way you can do it. But the whole idea is when people hear your name, they need to know what you do, not where you work at. Okay? When they see you, they need to know. When you hear my name, I talk about confidence all the time. I'm in tech. I love to talk about AI. That's all you need to know. Who am I working for? It's none of your business. Who am I doing this? It's none of your business. But some of you, your identity is so tied up. Like you work for Microsoft and everybody just know you. I understand because some of you have been in a company for so long, so your identity, but you have to create your brand, your personal brand outside of work. People need to know you in your industry, because when they know you in your industry, when it doesn't work out for one company, you can go to the next company and the next company and the next company. So leverage LinkedIn heavily. Don't be invisible. Tell the story of what you do. Advocate for self. People need to know you for what you do, period. They need to know you for what you are passionate about. They need to know you for what kind of problem you solve. What do you advocate for? What is your passion? Like if you look in my LinkedIn intro, I always put what I'm passionate about and what I'm working on, or what I have done. And since I speak a lot, I'm always putting like you can come to me, talk to me about leadership, come to me about women in STEM, talk to me about STEM leadership, talk to me about confidence, talk to me about AI, talk to me about technology. Like people need to know, but it's not about like I work at Target, so if you need discount at Target, you come to me. No, that's not what it is. Don't be silent. This is not the moment, to be shy, to be hiding. If the only people know you are the 5 people that in your team, that's not good enough. Because as soon as they tap you in the shoulder, those networks are gone. Those people that you know are gone. And right now you think they're your friend. They are not your friend. Let's just be for real. They are not your friend. They are your colleague. I have friend at work, like literally one of my friend from a company that I work at almost how many years ago? When was I at Yahoo? Like such a long time ago. At least 15 years, right? 2010. Yeah, at least 15 years. Yeah, wow, that has been so long, right? So my friend Vashali just texted me yesterday. I haven't even responded to her, last night. Still, those are what we call friend, because you know each other at work, but you carry that friendship over and over and over. And we can talk about how you can nurture that friendship. But the Becky and Stacy that in the corner office over there, and you guys chit chat about your shoes, your hair, and everything else, she ain't your friend. Because once that job go over, you'll be shocked that you guys are no longer friends. So that's not enough, just knowing 5 people. Now, let's go to the next thing. Create your pivot plan and career portfolio. Yes, that's super important. Don't wait until the shoe drop before you start pivoting. You should be pivoting at all time. Always have your resume ready, but don't just rely on that. Your resume is important, and we're going to dive into why your resume is so important and how it needs to be and how you need to position yourself in your resume. The next thing that we need to talk about is your confidence collection. And that is what you need to collect before they tap you in the shoulder. There's some project that you have been working on. There's some document that you create. There's some things, there's some appreciation thing that you get. There's some work that you have done. You're going to talk about, proprietary. No, if you create it, it's your document. Now, you might slap the company logo, but it's your intellectual property. Go save them somewhere in your computer, in your hard disk, or email it to yourself. These are your things. These are your process document that you created. These are your idea that you generated. These are your roadmap. These are your PowerPoint presentation. Save them all. Save them all. The confidence collection is a bunch of stuff. It's your whole portfolio. We're going to talk about how you need to record your win, your praise, your award. All of them. Collect them. Don't leave them on the computer, because when they tap you in the shoulder, you're just going to have 10 minutes to turn in your computer. And you're going to lose all of that. And that's what is demoralizing the most of the time. I've been there, right? The fact that you have to start over, with your intellectual property. That's what's demoralizing. Store keyword simple in a personal Dropbox or portfolio. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Collect all your stuff as much as you can. Actually, you need to get into the habit of just sending yourself email about things that you work on, great idea that you had, and just because these are your intellectual property, and create your own portfolio. We're also going to get into detail about how you can do that, especially helping you getting your next job. And now, this is a controversial one. Yep. Let's take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath and let me look clearly in the camera. take a deep breath. This one is a controversial, but this is my truth. Stop using open to work banner. Yes. Stop using open to work banner because recruiters are biased. Instead, always be open without advertising in desperation. What happened is when you put that open to work banner, they're already labeling you and they're judging you. You don't want to be judged. You don't want to be labeled. You want to be seen as an expert. You want to be seen as somebody that is navigating this at a time with unshakable confidence. And that label does not show any confidence. That shows desperation. I'm sorry. Yep. So the goal is to always be plotting your next move. If you ever watch Wendy Williams, she always say, I'm always plotting. Yes, that's what I stole the line from. Always be plotting. Always. You should always have your resume, your confidence collection, your portfolio ready, and always be plotting before anything happens, before you get tapped in the shoulder. That's how you stay in the game. Okay? So always be plotting. Now, couple of strategy about we're doing good. Couple of strategy about job search strategy. I personally I like to call myself a professional job searcher. Okay, I even interview when I don't need to because it helps you stay sharp. I just want to know what's happening out there. What are we looking at? What are people interested? What are they looking for? So I can get ready before. So always stay ready. Always be ready. Like Tiffany Haddish say, always be ready. She ready. Always stay ready and always stay sharp. So your resume need to be stellar. It should make me want to call you immediately. And I'm going to break it down how that works, right? I think this whole session, I just need to leave it for the masterclass because you can't just pass through it. But three things. You need to have your resume. Your resume need to allow you to get a phone call. For your first interview, you need to impress them, be enthusiastic, be excited, so you can get the second interview with the hiring manager perhaps. That's where your confidence collection shine. And then you need to treat your in-person interview like a performance. So you need to be prepared, poised, and engaged. Yes, it's a performance. It's almost like you're going on a show in a Broadway. You need to show them what you got. That's when your unshakable confidence come in place. So come to the masterclass and we'll talk in depth about this. And the last piece for the job search is you need to negotiate like a hawk. Okay, you need to negotiate like a Nigerian buyer, or you need to negotiate like an Indian salesman. Yep, and I have both in me. You need to negotiate hard. Ask 20 to 50% more than you think, because the more you ask, it shows that you know your worth and it shows that you have confidence. So again, confidence come in play with all this. Because if you come and you're asking for like the desperate thing, they'll be like, oh, she don't know her worth. He doesn't know his worth. He doesn't even know that he can do this thing. All these things he's telling us he do, and he's asking for this small money. He don't know himself. So he looks suspicious. So ask for 20 to 50% more than what you think you can get. Now, couple of things before we end here. Couple of things before we end, and we are good on time because I don't want to make this too long, right? We are in the age of artificial intelligence, so whatever job you're going to have in the next 3 to 5 years is going to be heavily AI. So this is the time for you to upskill. AI is reshaping all the industry, and I'm going to give this little plug to my everyday AI vlog that I have on YouTube here. Check it out. Every week we have something that drop, and we are talking about AI in all the industry. So you want to stay plugged in. So if you are not learning, you are already behind. If this is the first time you hear that you need to embrace AI, you're already behind. But it's not too late. Use this time to upskill yourself. Take online classes, read book, stay ahead of the trend. Don't be on the TikTok just TikToking. You should be reading book, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube tutorial and reading magazine. Don't read those stupid trend of those stupid tech bro on LinkedIn trying to tell you, oh, should go this way, should go this way, should go this way. No, that's not what we're talking about. Read great magazine that tell you exactly what's happening. And the last thing, which is also bold and different, is volunteer. Volunteer, but not just volunteer as food bank and stuff like that. Volunteer your time and energy at startup. There's so many, everybody is looking for the Meta, the Google, the this and this of the world, but there's so many startup and small business looking for your talent. So if anything, because plugging for myself, I'm a newly made tech startup CEO, and we're looking for people. This will fast track your career. I work for 5 different startup, in a span of 10 years, and that literally make you feel like you spend 20 years experience because you learn super fast. So it fast track your career and add real work experience to your portfolio. Because startup, they will let you do anything. As long as you want to work hard and produce results, they will let you touch all kind of things. So you can learn 5 different tools, 5 different skill in 5 months in a startup while you are in a corporation and you're still learning one thing in 5 months. So volunteer your time. You might even get equity. Hello, come to us. We're building some exciting thing here. So there's so many startup because I talk to a lot of startup owner. I'm in so many startup group, and they're always looking for somebody. And they don't post it on LinkedIn because it's not a typical job description with a high paying salary. But you can grab those and start working. Because when you are walking, your energy is flowing and you are able to say, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this in an interview. Nobody's going to ask you, did you get paid for it? You're doing it. I told you at the beginning of this podcast, you want to be known for what you do, not who you work for, what you do, the result that you produce. All right. Now, I think we are coming down. I'm going to use this opportunity to invite you to our masterclass that is definitely happening March 1st, March 2nd, and March 3rd. So don't forget to join us. It's going to be, if you just enjoy this couple of minutes of a podcast, the goal was to give you a taste because I'm not going to be here for I'm going to give you 4 to 5 hours of a talk on those masterclass, right? And I'll be available to answer your question. You can also send me a message wherever and take that opportunity for that 20-minute coaching call, strategy call, because we're going to talk. I'm going to listen to you and I'll give you quick strategy that you can already be ready to do. So my final talk is take control of your career. I cannot say that enough. Take control of your career because things gonna happen. Layoff are not the end, they are the redirection. Think about it that way. If you've been stuck at the same place for 5 to 7 years with no growth, this is your wake-up call. Sometimes these things happen to push you into something better, into better direction. So be ready to do the most. Join us for this amazing masterclass that we are having. And as always, what I'm gonna tell you is, as always, we bring you meaningful, engaging, and candid conversation that ignite a strong drive and determination in you. And we hope this podcast has encouraged you to be more assertive and effectively utilizing your voice. Speak up and make yourself heard. And I really hope you will join us for the masterclass March 1st, March 2nd, and March 3rd, wherever you hear the Up Your Confidence podcast, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on IG, and even on YouTube. So thank you. Until next time. See you. Bye.